Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Kayla and today I will be doing a collective reading for you guys. I have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards. And I pulled the overall energy off camera. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to clarify with the tarot and finish off with the final message from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing all right, better every day, okay? The overall energy that came out was a change in the wind, okay? So that talks about some type of shift or a change, okay? Just things being shaken up, some type of change being initiated, okay? And I feel like you don't know it yet or see it yet, but for the good, okay? So let's go ahead and tap in and see why that is here for the overall energy of the reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, we have so many crystals over here. Okay, let's clarify. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify a change in the wind. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is it change? I'm going to read it actually because, okay, I read it off camera, but I'm going to read it for y'all. Okay, 12. Okay, a change in the wind. A sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind will blow. The Oracle's message says, it is human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like zebra stripes, yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. One thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate with curiosity as you wonder what is coming into and on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies, okay? So as I said, some type of change is being initiated at this time, okay? But you clearly don't know what it is just yet, okay? So we're going to clarify. All right. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify a change in the wind. Why is a change in the wind here for the overall energy of the reading? One card, please and thank you, Spirit, for a change in the wind. All right. First card out, we have the World card coming out. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving, okay? So the change could be maybe something new coming in as here with the World card. Something has been completed or accomplished. So it's like you're moving on to the next stage of life, okay? You fulfilled something, okay? Something may be coming in. You may be traveling or something, but some type of change is definitely coming in. At the bottom, we have the Three of Wands, preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. Okay, so you could be preparing to travel somewhere or go somewhere, okay? We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse right behind that. Coming clean, rethinking approach, deception, self-deceit, keeping secrets. And then the Sun card, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Okay, so someone may be all of a sudden wanting to give up on being sneaky or deceptive or betraying you, okay? Maybe they deceived themselves. It's like maybe someone thought they were getting away with something, doing something to you, and it really didn't turn out that way. It's like they screwed themselves over in the end, okay? Maybe you've closed out that cycle and you're preparing to move forward towards happiness, okay? So it's like that's a wonderful thing for you, but not a wonderful thing for them, because I don't know, I just feel like maybe their whole intention was to keep you trapped or tied to them in some type of way, and really whatever tricks they had up their sleeve, they ended up fucking themselves and pushing you further away, okay? Let's see what else, please and thank you, Spirit, for a change in the wind. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. Make sure it comes out or flips over completely for change in the wind, please and thank you, Spirit. The Page of Cups in the reverse, emotionally immature, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks, okay? Maybe you completed a cycle with someone that was emotionally immature, okay? Insecure, okay? Someone that disappointed you. You had to leave them behind. Maybe Ace of Wands in the reverse, delays, lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, weighed down, boredom. Someone was holding you back, okay? All they were, yeah, with the delays here and weighing you down, that's all they were doing. It wasn't any type of help or positivity that they were bringing in. They were just dragging you down. Nine of Swords at the bottom: anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia, hopelessness, trauma, and despair. And then the Judgment right behind that: judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, mercy. I feel like someone is afraid because you've called judgment on them. It's like you're releasing them, and now they know they're going to have to face their karma, okay? They cannot hide behind you and your protection and your grace from God anymore, okay? Let's see what else. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card for a change in the wind. Please and thank you, Spirit. Maybe that's the change. As I said, someone all of a sudden now they want to switch it up. They don't want to be conniving anymore, okay? Someone may be just treating you differently than they were before. If someone was very mean, all of a sudden they're going to be coming off as nice. And, you know, be aware, though, it's because they think they're going to, like, avoid karma if they apologize or be nice or something like that, okay? One more, please and thank you, Spirit, for a change in the wind. Please and thank you, Spirit. Right behind that, we have all that glitters and milk and honey, too, and new life. So definitely something new is coming in, okay? What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for a change in the wind? One card. Okay, the Four of Wands in the reverse. Personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home, conflict, transition, transcends. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Okay, but I don't know. There could be like a connection that you have with someone else is no longer, okay? But I feel like you're happy about that. That's a celebration for you, okay? It brings you inner peace and things of that sort, okay? To be separated from this person, okay? At the bottom, Eight of Cups, disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind, okay? It's like you're happy to get away from this person and leave them behind because, as I said, all they were doing was dragging you down. The Empress is in the reverse here. Creative blocks, selfish, impatient, dependent on others, inaction, lack of concentration, and decisive, overwhelmed, anxiety, infidelity. Okay, you could be walking away from someone that was lying, cheating, okay? Depending on you, they were selfish, they were impatient, they wouldn't take action, they were a cheater, they probably are feminine or like, you know, in the closet. Okay, King of Wands also in the reverse here. Impulsiveness, ruthless, high expectations, haste, unachievable expectations. Damn near the whole deck is in the reverse. Maybe I got it upside down. I'm gonna have to turn it the other way. Okay, let's see what else, please and thank you. What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for a change in the wind? The Hermit. Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, consciousness. At the bottom, the Knight of Wands. Energy, passion, inspired action, adventure, fearless, impulsiveness. Alright, so you may be taking your time with something, okay? Or, you know, taking your time to figure something out here, okay? Temperance in the reverse, imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing. Realignment, the Knight of Wands. Energy, passionate, inspired action, adventure, fearless, impulsive. And then the Emperor, leadership, respect, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focused, and practicality. I feel like someone wants you, but you no longer want them, okay? Maybe the change in the wind is that maybe it's like once upon a time you were very emotional about this person and very involved emotionally, and now it's like that is no longer. It's like the shoe is on the other foot now. Now they're all into you, and you could care less about them, okay? Let's see. One more, please, and thank you, Spirit. One more for a change in the wind, please, and thank you, Spirit. One more for a change in the wind. right, the Five of Cups. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief. Yeah, someone is sad. They're in regret, okay? As I said, the shoe is on the other foot now, and it's like they can't take whatever they've dished out to you, the pain that they've caused you. They're now experiencing it, and they don't like it, okay? At the bottom, we have the Six of Swords reverse, personal transition, resistance to change, unfinished business, emotional baggage. Someone feels like they have unfinished business with you, so it's painful that you're walking away from them because they still are connected to you. They still feel that energy pull towards you, okay? Queen of Cups, compassionate, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, caring, okay? They know that you are very compassionate and caring and nurturing and healing, and that's what they want. Four of Cups in the reverse, sudden awareness, choosing happiness, why would I say losing? That maybe you walking away from them, they've lost their happiness, okay? Acceptance, retreat, withdrawal, checking in for alignment, okay? I feel like you could be choosing happiness, okay? It's like you're no longer worried about them anymore. You're moving on, okay? You've accepted things for as they are. At one point in time, you were the one sitting back crying and missing this person, but no longer, okay? Let's clarify. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the world here? Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. Clarify the world card, please and thank you, Spirit. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. Nourishment here. Self-growth, focus, soul finding, okay? I feel like you've maybe learned the lesson that you need to learn, okay? You've grown. All right, you found yourself, okay? And that's what helped you close out that cycle, okay? You did the work that was necessary and to learn what it is that you need to learn. Divine masculine at the bottom, yang energy, loyalty, trusting, reliable, believing, and withdrawn, single, lonely, solitaire. I feel like a divine masculine may be coming into you, okay? Towards you, okay? Someone that's going to be loyal, okay? You could be single at this time, but definitely feel like that could be coming in with arriving here, okay? What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for nourish, self-growth, self-focus, soul finding with the world card. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify, nourish with the world card. Elusive, dishonest, deception, trickery. At the bottom, exhaustion, depletion, drain, long journey, okay? I feel like you've closed out a cycle with someone. You were just tired of doing the back and forth with them. They were lying all the time, playing games, okay? And I feel like you realize that. So you chose yourself. You stepped back. You closed out a cycle. You got tired of them playing games, okay? It was like a never-ending journey here with long journey. Memories at the bottom, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet, okay? You could have definitely loved this person. This could have been a twin flame. All right, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection, okay? But you knew that you had to let go of this person. It was for the best, and I feel like you've done that, okay? So now there's going to be some type of change coming in, okay? What about this Page of Cups here? Emotionally immature, insecurity, disappointment, new ideas, creative blocks. Clarify the Page of Cups reverse, please, and thank you, Spirit. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear head space, okay? You realize you're better off without this person because they're immature, they're insecure. All they do is block your blessings, etc., etc. Conflicted at the bottom, decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. This person would never make up their mind, okay? They deal with multiple people maybe, okay? Spying, social network, information, ways, and then rejection, abandon, dismissed, irrational fear. Yeah, it's like you're just tired of dealing with this person. You know, like maybe even if you took this person back, that, you know, they're not going to stick to their word. They're going to continue doing what they've been doing. Okay, this person may be watching your social media as well. All right, one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for perspective, better off, happiness, clear head space with this Page of Cups reverse. Please and thank you, Spirit. Wise perspective here with the Page of Cups reverse. Clarify perspective with the Page of Cups reverse. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. All right, this person is definitely not wanting to let you go, though, okay? As I said, they could be watching your social media. This person could be definitely obsessed with you. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. Apology, forgiveness, return, sorry. This person does not know what they want, though, okay? They have mixed, blocked emotions, mixed signals. They're sending you mixed signals that they want to start over and apologize and return. All right? You shouldn't trust this person, okay? What about this Four of Wands here? Personal celebration. In the reverse, excuse me. Personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, transcends. Maybe wherever they are, it's not a happy family, okay? They could be fighting and arguing with the people that live in their home or their family or something. Let's clarify this Four of Wands in the reverse, please, and thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable, at the bottom, abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. Okay, somebody could have maybe abandoned this person. Okay, maybe they're ready. All of a sudden they want to open up their heart to you and abandon the family that they went off and created. Okay, fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing, hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. I feel like they want like a life with you again, okay? And it's really sad because they're willing to abandon this new family that they made, and they probably abandoned you for the family that they went off and made, and now they're ready to abandon this one and come back to you. And that should tell you all that you need to know about this person and that they're not to be trusted, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for this open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable with the Four of Wands reverse, personal celebration, inner harmony, conflict with others, lack of support, breakdown in communication, home conflict, transition, and transcends. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify open heart with this Four of Wands reverse. Clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. All right. Maybe you're seeing that about this person now, okay? Maybe they're also seeing the truth and intentions and honesty. They're seeing things differently now, okay? So, as I said, there could be a lot of fighting and arguing going on, okay? They see you for who you are. All of a sudden, they want to come in with an open heart. But I feel like you also see them for who they are, and you know that they're not to be trusted, okay? Pride at the bottom, arrogance, ego, stubborn. You know they're very prideful, egotistic, okay? It's probably, you know, they just not getting their way, not getting enough attention, and now they want to run back to you for your love and affection and energy. Distracted, sidetrack, change, delays, and then finality, farewells, leaving behind closure. I feel like you're no longer worried about this person with distracted, okay? There's some type of change, and it's like you're leaving them behind. You've closed out that cycle. You really don't care for this person anymore, okay? You care about them, you know. I'm sure you don't want any harm to happen to them, but as far as an emotional, you know, romantic, you're not looking at this person like that anymore. The blinders are off. You're seeing things clearly now. You know, like, no matter how much you love this person, they're not going to change, okay? You could probably even, you know, just spot the signs when having a conversation with them, realizing when they're lying and things of that sort, okay? What about this hermit here? Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify the hermit. Virgo can definitely be significant, okay? We have past life here. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lesson, okay? I feel like you've learned, you know, gained wisdom and things of that sort from things that happened in the past. You've learned your lesson, okay? Escaping here, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. So it's like you're not letting this person back in. This person has caused you pain in the past. They're not even sure what they want, and you realize that. You're not allowing this person back into your life to play games with you, okay? One more for past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons with this hermit card. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is past life here with the hermit? Good Lord. Let me get it. Ouch. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Okay. Whew. Maybe someone has some type of resentment towards you, okay? They're upset. And I feel like it's because you see them for who they are. And actually because you've learned your lesson, okay? With this repeated patterns, karmic lessons. You've learned from your past mistakes, and they're upset about it. Time, waiting, cycles, moments, chemistry, attraction, spark, passion, shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Excuse me, confirmation. I feel like they've been waiting for things, you know, they thought with time, by waiting, that one day you guys would just, you know, start back off where you left off, so passionate about each other, but they're in for a very shocking thing. You know, they didn't expect for you to actually, you know, you're not who you used to be, okay? You're not accepting, you know, you love them, you care about them, but you're not going to be giving that side to them anymore. They fucked that up, okay? What about Five of Cups here? Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this Five of Cups. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. I'm going to shuffle. Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yin, feminine energy. Okay, they're definitely sad about that. They're in regret that they've lost the Divine Feminine for sure. Okay. They probably were running away from you, your love, your healing, and now they're in regret about it. Okay, let's clarify this Five of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the Five of Cups here? Only you, devoted, attached, craved. Okay, as I said, the tables have turned. Okay, it was you at one point crying and sad about this person, but not anymore. That's the energy that they're in now. Okay, they're very attached to you now. They want to be with you. Okay, confusion at the bottom, uncertain, unclear, unsure, finality, farewells, leaving behind closure, and beauty, charming, grace, kind-hearted. I feel like you just know this person doesn't know what they want, okay? Although it says only you, right here, this person is confused. They're not balanced, okay? So you're leaving this person behind, okay? You're releasing them. Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit. Why is only you here? Detached, attached, craved, with the Five of Cups, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. Please and thank you, Spirit. It was just 22:22 on the timer, so that could be significant. All right, one more for this Five of Cups with only you. We have pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn, okay? Maybe you hurt their pride, okay? It's like maybe, as I said, they never thought that you would walk away and leave them. So that really hit them in the gut. Like, what? No one ever leaves this person. It's like they do the leaving, and then they can come back whenever they want. It's like you've stopped them from doing that. So that hurt their ego. Stress at the bottom, turbulence, tension, arguments, memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet, and then emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected, okay? They're very emotional, all right? Thinking about you a lot, okay? And there could be a lot of fights and arguing going on at their home too, okay? So it's like they're very much unhappy because they think that when they're unhappy there and they're fighting with their girlfriend or boyfriend or spouse, whatever, that they can come to you and you shut that down. So it's like they really don't have no one to run to. They cannot use you for your healing energy anymore, okay? Things have changed, okay? So just summing it up, I feel like that is what this change of the wind is about. It's like pretty much the shoe is on the other foot now. You were doing all the mourning and crying about this person, and now they're doing all the mourning and crying about you. You've detached from this person, and they're very much addicted and obsessed with you, okay? They think about you all the time. That's all. They only want you all of a sudden, okay? But I feel like they'll never come out and say that because they're so egotistical and prideful, okay? They never want you to have the upper hand, but I feel like you know you have the upper hand, okay? They're bitter about it. They miss the life that you guys had with each other. They're upset that you see things differently now, that you can see them for who they are, that their lies no longer work on you anymore, okay? Yeah. Let's get one final card to end out the reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. One final message for myself and the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. One final card. All right, good news, positive energy. This is beautiful. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with Source. Now is the time to celebrate, okay? Positive things are coming in for you at this time, okay? Co-create with the universe as it says here. All right. And then at the bottom we have sacrifice, reclaim. Your strength is needed to pull back your power and gain perspective of the situation. You have gone through an emotional sacrifice for too long. It is time to claim balance. And nurture yourself by standing in your power, okay? And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You're reclaiming your power, and that's why this person is so hurt. You pulled your energy back, and you're not letting this person in anymore to, play with your emotions or get you back into that space where they had you before, okay? So that is the message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.